Destiny. Here's a game you guys can talk more.
It's almost like we're on a show about it.
So there, as you guys may recall, there was a lawsuit some months ago involving Marty O'Donnell, the longtime composer.
It was actually like a year ago.
And famed Halo composer.
Well, did I say Destiny or Bungie?
He didn't specify.
All right, longtime Bungie composer.
Yeah.
Who, of course, responsible for the classic chanting monks theme from Halo
and Destiny's soundtrack.
Destiny's soundtrack. Yeah. I mean, ODST's soundtrack's brilliant. I mean, this guy, he wrote the Flintstones Kids Vitamins jingle, who some of you may be too young to know, but we are Flintstones Kids. Look it up on YouTube.
He wrote that?
He wrote that.
I didn't know that.
I'm being serious. Yeah,
wow.
That's a real thing.
I had one of those every morning when I was a kid.
Yeah.
Yep.
Because
Flintstones
of that song?
chewables.
The red one.
In the shape of the Flintstones characters.
Yeah, exactly.
I think I took those for a while when I was a kid. Anyway, Marty O'Donnell.
Maybe the monk chant is actually the Flintstones theme, like slow down.
Just remixed.
Like really slow.
Slowed way down.
Yeah.
You know, nothing would surprise me these days. But yeah, so he was, he claimed he was fired from Bungie, and it was definitely all very sudden, made big news at the time, and he did...
Shortly after his buddy, the other guy...
Joe Staten.
Sorry. He left.
Yeah, which we'll talk about that in a second. But yeah, Marty was no longer with Bungie in a sudden and unexpected way. He filed a lawsuit seeking...
He wants his stock, and he wants
his
the
stock
pay that
and his vacation. Like they didn't. They basically just cut him, let him go. And
who would not want their stock?
Of course, and because he'd been there. He was I don't think quite an original member of Bungie, but not a co-founder. But he was, I think, the longest-serving non-founder outside of Jason Jones.
And he won.
A grizzled ancient is what the Bungie terminology is. He won his lawsuit.
He got like $150K and all his stock back that he was
And good for him. I mean, you put in the time.
No, he deserves it. Yeah,
he absolutely does. And what's interesting is during the course of this lawsuit, some interesting facts about Destiny have come out. First off, we know for sure that Destiny's story was
substantially revised beginning August 2013, 2 months before it was released.
Before it was supposed to release.
Actually.
And that's why they delayed it.
1 month.
Yeah. 1 month before its original September 2013 release date.
That's crazy to me. There are hints of this in the game. Like, if you go and look at all of the sort of conspiracy theory threads on Reddit, there's a lot of people who, like, there's random sort of, like, relics of dialogue there.
There's
like
grimoire cards that literally say cutscene here and stuff like that.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's very strange.
Those slip through the cracks?
Yeah.
There's lines of, like, even hidden dialogue lines where, like, if you sneak up on, not Cabal, but acolytes from the Fallen, like, if in, or the Hive, like, when they hiss and they whisper, they'll say things about the darkness being related to the Guardians, meaning, like, there's this conspiracy that, like, you kind of, as the main player character of the game, wake up out of nowhere, right? And your ghost is like, you're one of the Guardians, and I brought you back to life. And it's like, we don't know what the darkness is. There was speculation that, like, we are the darkness, like, we're there to invade and defeat the Traveler, and none of that's addressed, but there's hints of it in the game.
Yeah. So the story is the primary reason why the game was delayed. First to March of 2014. And then ultimately, of course, it came out in September.
Yeah.
But what's interesting about this is it also sort of lends no confirmation, but the timing of it seems to indicate that Joe Staten left as a result of this as well.
Yeah.
Because he left right after this decision to radically alter the story.
He was the lore master, so
for every Bungie game.
I can understand why he would take a massive revamp to the story very personally.
Where do you think that came from, though? I mean, that's the question, is like, why, what possible reason could anyone, even at the studio, or maybe it was a publisher, come in and be like, you're changing all of this?
Well,
extend its lifespan?
It could have been. It could have been Jason Jones coming in and saying, putting his foot down if he wasn't happy with the direction. I can't imagine Activision had anything to do with it. I know people love to blame Activision as the big evil company, but their deal with Bungie is very much a publishing deal. It's Bungie has full creative control over Destiny.
They still have to meet milestones and stuff.
Of course, to get. I mean, any developer that working with a publisher has to meet milestones in order to get paid. But in any case, it is now confirmed that Destiny's story was substantially changed, and it seems to have run at least one longtime Bungieite out the door, and possibly a second one.
Yeah, it's unfortunate.
Yeah, I mean, it's good to see that this is over, and I hope Marty. I mean, I spoke with him for about 45 minutes at E3. We just when he kind of came to us and we sort of more or less announced his new studio that he'd formed, Highwire Games, up in Seattle. With he's there with Jamie Griesmer, he's the creator of 30 Seconds of Fun from Halo. So he's a designer. He's at
grenade tagging, basically.
He's at Highwire with Marty, along with I'm trying to remember the other. Can't remember the other major part, but there's also more recently a guy named Vic De Leon, who, if you watch the Sprint, for the Halo 5 beta, that sort of little documentary that was about the making of the Halo 5 beta, he's in it a lot because he's like the lead artist. He had been at Bungie for years. He was one of the few that actually stuck with Halo. He went from Bungie to 343, and now he's actually moved over to Highwire to work with Marty. So hopefully Marty's happy now, especially with this over, and he can close the book on that chapter of his life, and everybody can move on. We got Destiny 2.0, Taken King stuff. Marty's working on some new game at Highwire.
Halo 5 is a month or so away.
Yeah, hopefully this
Halo
is
5's coming
behind them now, and we stop tweeting about it and whatever.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
But everybody seems to be doing well. That's the good news.
That's the important part.
And it is. I'm always going to advocate for the creators, the creative people getting their fair share.
Yeah.
Because that's, companies make a lot of money. Individuals don't.
Yeah.
So it's good to see and Destiny is not Destiny without Marty O'Donnell. Halo definitely isn't Halo without Marty O'Donnell. So good to see him get his shares of Bungie.
He deserves
stock
it. Yeah,
back.
totally. Yes. He should probably sell like this week. I'm guessing stock's going to be at a high.
Oh, going to peak?
If he's going to, yeah.
Could happen. We'll see. 6 million copies sold in the first
month.
Yeah. That was also
1 month.
That was also in the court paperwork.
Yeah.
And that's sold through. That's actually cha-ching. That's not shipped to retailers.
People still play this game?
The court documents also said Destiny 2 was supposed to come out when this year 2 stuff is coming out. So that was interesting.
Huh.
There's not too much we can glean from that, though.
I am so going to win that bet with, I think it's either Marty or Mitch.
What is it?
I said that there, or no, maybe it was Vince.
No, I think it was me.
Was it you?
Yeah. Did we bet on the fact that there would not be a Destiny with a number?
A proper Destiny 2.
Yeah.
Oh, it'll be like Destiny. You think they're just going to keep doing DLC for one?
That's what he thinks.
No way.
They're
going to do a full retail release. They'd be stupid not to.
So that was my thing.
It's going to taste so good.
Yeah. At the beginning of their plan when they announced this all, I thought it would work the same way as an
MMO.
Diablo 3 does. You know, where it's major content patches can just be deployed over Xbox Live the way that they do normal DLCs, and then they would never make Destiny. It'd just be Destiny. Destiny's just Destiny.
That's the platform.
It's like World of Warcraft. They never made WoW 2, but Burning Crusade was essentially WoW 2. So yeah, that's what I thought it would be like.
Well,
they pretty much already said Destiny 2 is coming, and your Guardian will carry over into the next game.
Yeah, but they hadn't said that when we made this bet.
Yeah, they did. They said it at
No,
PSX.
they
you haven't officially
They
lost
said it at PSX 2014 to me, and we wrote a news story about it.
This was before that.
I'm gonna get I'm gonna get a 3x3 with some fries, a drink, and it's gonna taste extra good when that Destiny 2 gets announced.
I don't mind.
At next year's
'Cause I'll go
E3,
see it.
probably.
Yeah.
All right. Next up, as Sean coughs his way through our. Nah, you're fine. You're right.
Trying to be.
You brought some water.
Yeah, I'm trying to stave off a little bit of a.
Drank a bunch of orange juice
Cough.
yesterday.
Yeah.
Wait,
Keeping
and
your
you're in
fluids
here,
up.
and I'm locked in a room with you?
Yep.
Oh, for God's sake!
Come
man.
on, Sean.
You asked me, man.
Well,
I'm not sick yet. I'm trying to stave it off.
Well, that's when you make other people ill.
like I can feel it
He's
coming
fine.
on.
Sean's sick like every other week.
No, it's just been this summer, man. Like I've
Yeah.
been on the road a lot. Just like I usually don't get sick.
Mm-hmm.
I just have had a bad streak, I guess.
Get more sleep.
I've been trying.
You sleep all. I see you sleeping at your desk.
Yeah, at the end of the day, the last couple of like weeks,
busted
I've been
him.
so tired. I've just been like, I'm gonna chill out right here before I go home.